What a lovely little spot to be. Pretty little cove. Nice to fish in, nice to swim in. I don't have my swim trunks, so I got my pants leg rolled up and I'm wading in the water. And it feels good. This is right along the Appalachian Trail. That leads back to it, and it goes along that way. There's a house right there, but the trail runs along the lake that way, and the trailhead, one of the trailheads is over there where you park. And there's people swimming over there, people kayaking and wading out in the water there. There's people boating out that way. This is Watauga Lake. Beautiful, beautiful lake. Big lake too. And this cove is just lovely. I've already caught one fish, so I'm going to see if I can catch a few more. I'm getting a fish pedicure. It's neat how they'll do that. They're going in the holes in my sandals here. Those little minnows. Oh, isn't this a treat? So I just passed the people that were telling me about this right here. Okay. Yeah, they just left. They said I've come to a big old fire pit ring, and there should be a path right to the water, and there is. Oh, this is a treat. So there's several campsites that people have made along the Appalachian Trail, and that's one of them. That is a treat. And then I think the trail goes on up that way. I'm just going to go this way. Such a beautiful day. It's a little warm. Yesterday was a lot cooler. But, you know, up in these trees, up in the mountains, it's not too bad. And the lake is right here, so there's ways to cool off. Lovely. Excellent. Now that's a good camping spot. And it's not too far out of the way. It's not far from civilization. Somebody left their fishing pole here. Huh. That's interesting. So this is beyond eerie. What I thought was a campsite, a dumping site. Tents are ripped up. There's nobody around. Nobody's staying here. This is a dump site. This is pretty disturbing on several hands. I'm wondering if this was a squatter area where people were living. It's quite possible. Looks to be that way. Looks like this was a group of people living here long term, and they up and left, and then things get ripped up. That's, oh yeah, that's not at all disconcerting, is it? And I'm not in the middle of nowhere. This is like right across the street is where, or right across the lake is where people park to go swimming and whatnot. And then just over here, beyond these trees, there's a little bit of smoke. Somebody's clearly camping there, or was. I mean, to me, this is clearly a squatter spot. You know, people who are homeless and whatnot, probably this is where they're at. And for whatever reason, they didn't come back. Maybe they got run off. But they left all this trash here. This is unfortunate. And then everything gets ripped up. And of course my money's on Bear doing that. But it really is unfortunate that people leave all this shit here. Damn. So among the junk here, some pictures of people. Were these the people that lived here or stayed here? Where did they go? Why is all this stuff ripped up? If they were chased away or maybe ordered away by police or whatever, how come nobody ever came and got their belongings? Were they attacked? If so, by whom or what? There's a tablet in there. They left a tablet. They left a hiker's backpack. They left cookware, several tents, trash, clothes. It's disappointing that that they trashed this area, but it's baffling that, you know, this has been here clearly a long time. Why are the tents ripped? And some of these tents are pretty nice. I mean, that's a real nice one there. These are little pop-up tents. I can see them maybe sleeping in one tent and then having other tents for storage if this was just one couple. Judging by the pictures here, it looked like one couple. Why did they leave all this stuff? Mysteries of the Appalachian Trail. Very eerie. There's a shopping cart over here. And knowing how a lot of homeless people get around and carry their belongings, I dare say that these people were homeless. Looks like they tried to make a bow. This is eerie. This is very eerie. And the funny thing is, I mean, I just passed somebody on the trail that were over here where there's a little bit of smoke where they just left. And they didn't mention anything like this. They didn't mention this campsite being not really a campsite anymore, but a dump ground. But clearly, I surmise that the people in those pictures, young couple, were living here, which, okay, no big deal. You're on the Appalachian Trail, it's public land. You know, I don't really foresee people chasing you away. So why leave? There's no need for you to leave. It's not like you're at a designated campsite that requires dues and payments and check-ins. This is just out in the wild, so why leave? And then why not take your belongings? What happened to these people? That's a mystery. On a lighter note, look at the size of this damn spider. Likely a dark fishing spider. Huge, I tell you, huge. Sort of. But she's on the other side of that netting. There's the tablet. Yeah, this is eerie to see, especially with everything in disarray. When I first walked this way, I didn't pay it no mind. I thought somebody was, staying here. And so I didn't really get a good look at the campsite. I was just walking straight. But coming back through here, it's, man, it's a mess. Well, don't know what happened to these people. We may never know. Yeah, it's really eerie about that campsite. And like I said, I still put money down that was a couple who were squatting, as they call it, or living there. They really had no reason to leave. No one would have chased them off. Most people didn't pay that any mind. I passed a couple hikers after I had recorded that last video, and they didn't even seem to know about it. I did get a free fishing pole, where I told you somebody left that fishing pole where I was going to fish. So there's always a plus. But yeah, it's very, very eerie indeed. And one can only hope. Look at that. One can only hope that the people that were living there or staying there are safe. Judging by the pictures, they look like a young couple. The lady was highly attractive. They looked happy, in love, so hopefully wherever they are, they're safe and they're happy and in love. I just wish they didn't leave all their junk there. Of course, you always run into the possibility that they may have been abducted. They may have been harmed. They might be a missing persons case. Who knows? There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on. Now, this is a quite popular trail. I mean, just me being here today, I passed 3 or 4 people on the trail, not including, I passed a total of 6 people on the trail, not including a legitimate group of people who were camping off the lake, off the trail, and countless of people on the lake, swimming, boating, kayaking. So, like I said, this is not like out in the middle of nowhere. It is the AT. This is not like an offshoot. This is the official a part of the AT. And you can hear the cars to the right of me. I'm near the road. So it's not like we're in the middle of nowhere. It's just so strange and sad. The more I think about it, it's sad on many levels. One, that people just trash the woods. And 2, that somebody somehow disappeared like that. It's eerie to find the campsite in disarray and trash the way it is. I point to bear, most likely, sniffing for food and whatnot. But then, it kind of makes you wonder if that's the reason the people left. Were they attacked by a bear and had to flee? Were they injured and mauled? I don't want to think about that, because like I said, if the pictures were those people that lived there, stayed there, camped there, they looked like they were a happy, young, beautiful couple. So it's just sad to see. And that's really what I wanted to do today. I wanted to swim, but I don't have swim trunks on. I had half a mind of stripping down to my underwear, or even skinny dipping, but there's just too many people around. But yeah, this is a popular spot. People hike this all the time. Of course, they hike the AT all the time. And people come here and they swim, they boat, they fish, they kayak, they go camping. And you're not too far from town, from where this trailhead leads to. So that's why I said it's just eerie about that couple, assuming it's that couple, in the picture that I found. It's very eerie that whoever stayed there is now gone, and that camp is in disarray. Now, how long has it been like that? I can't say. If I had to guess, I would say that's been there probably less than 6 months. I would say just a few months. Who knows? We may never know. Constantly passing people on the trail. Young people looking for quieter swimming spots. Young boyfriend and girlfriend couples looking for quieter swimming spots, obviously. It's a beautiful day to do it, too. Beautiful day. And this is the AT, so in case you're wondering, the AT is designated by the white markings on the trees. And this just leads up to the trailhead by the road where I'm parked. And if you continue past the trailhead, it leads back down to the lake itself. And I'm going to call it a day.